to the next step of short impulses. This time we want to talk about mastery of chaos. What is chaos? It comes everything at the same time to our desk. An example, you planned already 10 different meetings, 10 different topics to be done for the day, and then 20 additional things are coming up, and some 30 people would like to talk to you to different topics, to different things, what is important for them. How to master this situation? Very first, I would like to advise, say no. Often it is necessary to treat things with some urgency. Often it is necessary to treat some things with urgency and importance. These are the things quite important. You all remember to this kind of post office lecture, what we all had in former times. There is the necessity to see the difference in between what is important, what is urgent, what is important and urgent. So these only urgent things you can delegate or even say no. The things might be urgent, that is something you should take care of, especially when these things are coming to be important and urgent. So in this case you have already one possibility to say no, especially to these interruptions, what is definitely not necessary. Somebody is talking to you on the floor. Somebody is talking to you with a very urgent topic and need to have your advice immediately. I don't say it's not important to talk with your people, but don't let them interrupt you in these things, what is important for you. Secondly, there is a kind of rule, what is also necessary to emphasize what is urgent and what can be delegated. Delegated to exactly these people who are coming up with these urgent topics. Do it by your own. Just let me know the results tomorrow at night, or today give me something to sign or something like that. Delegate it and give them trust, your trust to make the things happen in the right manner. That's in a double sense, positive in a double sense. Very first, they are not disturbing you that much anymore. And secondly, they feel good, they feel passionate, they feel motivated by doing things by their own. So first is say no. Second one is delegate things. And third thing, that is something I came up with some few years ago. I put my day schedule in 2 hours blocks. First block from 6 to 8, second from 8 to 10, then from 10 to 12, something like that. In between these blocks might be different things to do, but these things are somehow fixed. That's a fixed timing. So I'm starting my day, and after these 2 hours, when the next 2 hours are starting with a few topics, there might be some change, but then I'm taking the complete block of 2 hours and putting them a little bit later, next day, or whatever is possible. But I do it with structure. So I have a structured day of 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. And by the end of the day, like minimum, if it's kind of 5 blocks, some 4 of these blocks are related to my planning. And perhaps 1 block is delayed, but I know it. And I know exactly what happened. Because everybody of us right now is thinking sometimes, oh, at the beginning of the day I had this kind of planning. And by the end of the day, this is what happened. So one thing and another thing, and nothing to do one with the other. To plan this a little bit better, this 2-hour rule might improve your way of doing. Next step, also quite interesting in terms of mastery the chaos. The chaos is coming up really on a short term, and we discussed already these topics, what can be made to improve the situation. But on a long term, there are upcoming topics in your calendar, somebody is calling, somebody wants to have a meeting, a workshop, a presentation, or whatever is needed, and you are externally driven. It's not about not doing it. It's about planning your things, what is important for you, for your company, also somehow in advance. On a short term, on a midterm, and perhaps even on a long term. What are the targets? What are the objectives for this week? Put your scheduled timing already in your calendar. Fix it. So even your secretary, your assistants, or you yourself are looking at these topics. Okay, this time is blocked. And if anybody comes into this area, you immediately can discuss about another timing, another topic, or whatever is needed to somebody who's asking you also something important. All of us, and really all of us, are forgetting to plan their schedule to reach the goals. We know our goals, and by the end of the day, we are trying to reach our goals in the last 5 minutes because of not planning our calendar correctly. So we have different possibilities to improve to master the chaos what is related to our table. Say no, delegate to others, planning your 2-hour schedule day by day. And the most important, from my point of view, is planning your calendar already. This week, this month, and perhaps even this year. Then I'm absolutely sure you will reach your chaos and optimize your chaos, and your chaos is becoming even something more structured. Thank you for listening, and hope to see you next time with shorter concepts.